SWX Sports Studio. This is SWX on NBC right now.
The Golden Bears getting silver at home. Good evening, everyone. The Washington State Cougars looking to get the bad taste of a Stanford thrashing out of their mouths. Visiting Cal at Memorial Stadium, Sonny Dykes and his Cal squad came into the game allowing about 45 points a game, something Mike Leach wanted to exploit. And he certainly would in the first quarter. No score. Connor Halliday dropping back, tossing an absolute rainbow to Vince Mailey, who comes down with it and then participates in the miracle of flight. 7-0 Cougs. 5 minutes later, it's still the first, and the air raid turning into a ground raid. Halliday handing off to Jeremiah Laufasa. Pounds it in from 5 yards. 14-0 Cougs at that point. After Cal scrapes back into it at 14-12, Halliday finding success through the air again, dumping off to Marcus Mason, and look at him go. 68 yards later, he takes it to the house. The Cougs having no trouble with the Bears in Berkeley. 44-22 the final, as they improve to 4-2. And the Dogs in the middle of one of the most exciting games in the country this week. Not so much so far, but it was supposed to be. Number 15 taking on the number 5 Stanford Cardinal. As you can see, it's 10-0 Stanford at this point. We will have highlights, of course, right here at 11. To the pros now, coming off the euphoria of a Texas-sized win over Houston last Sunday. The Seahawks with no time to rest on their laurels. They'll hit the road tomorrow to face the Indianapolis Colts. The Hawks still with some question marks at tight end and on the offensive line, with Max Unger and Zach Miller still considered game-time decisions. Hawks still a 1-point favorite, so it's anyone's guess as to what to expect tomorrow morning at 10. Russell Wilson says the assignment is the same tomorrow. Richard Sherman has respect for his college teammate Andrew Luck.
They're very active. Their defensive secondary has done a great job. They've made a lot of plays in terms of getting turnovers, and so we're going to have to play A+ football like always. I think the goal obviously is go 1-0. I know it's a cliche thing that I say every week, but that's our focus. Go 1-0 every week.
You see how he's doing us. We're the starting defense, so he always had a great feel for the game. He makes good decisions, like I said before. But you could see early on that he can make every throw. The offense wasn't too big for him. And he was such a leader.
To the diamond, with another disappointing Mariners season in the books, we fans can at least take some solace in the fact that October baseball is the best kind. And even though we have no skin left in the game, there's some good baseball to come in October. David Ortiz and the Red Sox already a 1-game lead on the Rays. We'll get to him in just a second. In the top of the 5th. Boston with a 5-1 lead. James Loney cutting into that. It's a laser shot to center, banging off the green monster. Yunel Escobar and David DeJesus come in to score. It's 5-3 Red Sox at that point, but it was all Beantown after that. Ortiz, no stranger to October magic. Big Poppy with a huge fly off David Price stays fair. Past the pesky pole, Red Sox win it 7-4. They take a 2-0 lead down to Tampa for 2 games. Across the country, Detroit and Oakland, the Tigers already leading the A's 1-0. Currently, as you can see, a big-time pitcher's duel in the 7th inning, still no score. And of course, we'll have highlights of that at 11 as well. And let's pass along some Saturday soccer scores. Kamayakan losing for the first time this year to Chiawana 2-1. Hanford putting a pounding on Kennewick 9-0. And we move on to another one. Richland winning 1-0 over Pasco. Also wanted to mention that the Kamayakan Lady Braves in volleyball got 19th up in Spokane at the Linda Sheridan tournament. And finally tonight, this is the first pitch that is not like any other first pitch. That's because it's not kicking off a baseball game, it's kicking off a wedding. Nick and Amy Williams say baseball has always been a big part of their relationship, so when it came to planning a wedding, there was only one place to book, Tracy, and this was certainly one day where Nick did not strike out.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Isn't that heartwarming?
It is.
It's always nice to have, change up the venue of your wedding, and then you have a good story to tell people.
And they get to play a game.
And they get to play baseball. I mean, I think they just nailed it. They had everything all in one.
Home run there.
Boom!
All right, well, thanks so much, Matt, and we'll be right back.
Did not.